Good evening everybody, how are we all doing? I hope we're having a good week so far. Today is Monday the 7th of July 2014. Wow, halfway through the year. Scary stuff that is, very scary. Okay, today has been a very interesting day for Arrow fans and Superman fans as well, particularly if you're a fan of Brandon Routh, of course, from Superman Returns. He is going to be joining the Arrow team in season 3, and he'll be playing none other than Dr. Ray Palmer, the Atom himself. I tell you what, I couldn't think of a much better casting, to be perfectly honest. How about that for a connection to DC Comics? That's just brilliant. Ray Palmer was teased back in season 1, I believe, in a flashback. Was it the Undertaking episode? And we remember Laurel talking to Oliver, mentioned Ray and Jean Loring being Ray's wife, stroke ex-wife. You should definitely read Identity Crisis if you want to know a bit more about Jean and Ray in particular, and also Ralph and Sue Dibney, who are the husband and wife, and Ralph Dibney being elongated man. So Identity Crisis, get it. Anyway, sorry about the sidetrack there, but yeah, so as I say, they were mentioned in season 1. We've seen Jean Loring in season 2. She is none other, or she was, Moira Queen's lawyer, attorney. So who knows if Jean and Ray are already still together or they've separated. We don't know. Maybe they're obviously in season 1. I mean, we're going back in the flashback about 5-6 years. So then Laurel mentioned to Oliver that they were looking for somewhere to live together. So fast forward about 6-7 years later, I'm sure they're both in a steady relationship with each other. What is the story behind Ray Palmer for Arrow? Well, he actually, procures Queen Consolidated and takes over the Applied Sciences division, and I think you know what that means. That's where his shrinking ability rather comes into play. I wonder how they're going to do that, because in the comics it's said that the ability for him to have the shrinking power was due to a dwarf star that fell on Earth, that he was able to reverse engineer and stuff and use it to make his suit and allow him to shrink to the size of an atom. So it'd be very, very interesting to see how that plays out, because whilst we know that in season 1 they said there were going to be no superpowers, we now know in season 2 there obviously is, given Barry Allen has now arrived and we've got the Flash as well. So again, and don't forget, Ray Palmer does also work at S.T.A.R Labs. So well, at least in the comics he's worked at S.T.A.R Labs as well, so who knows. A number of people have been asking me how this affect like Justice League in terms of the cinematic universe, and I said, well, I don't know, but just because Brandon Routh, who used to play Superman, is now playing Ray Palmer, that shouldn't deter from the possibility of that still having a connection with Arrow, the Flash, and the DC cinematic universe as well. Yes, a lot of people will see Brandon and think, oh, that used to be Superman, and now we've obviously got Henry Cavill as Superman. So, it's not a bad thing that we've had actors play more than one comic book character. I mean, Chris Evans has played 5 comic book characters, characters from Fantastic Four, Captain America obviously, and The Losers, and there's also Scott Pilgrim, and not to mention Snowpiercer as well. So he has, he's probably the only actor that has played more comic book characters than any actor alive. So that's interesting. But yeah, so I'm really, really psyched about this announcement about Brandon. It's good to see him back in the DC Comics fold, back in the family again, and I'm sure he and he and Stephen Amell will get on really well, and with everybody else as well, Grant Gustin and Colton Haynes in there. Ray Palmer's actually going to be a love interest for Felicity. How many guys does she had come after her? Oliver is still in the background there, but already had Barry, and now comes along Ray Palmer. There was a possible hint with Diggle, oh dear. But yeah, so Ray Palmer, if he's going to be the love interest, then that clearly says that there's a bit of a relationship problem between Ray and Jean. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how season 3. I'm excited for season 3. They haven't even started shooting yet. I think they started this week shooting, and I'm already excited. I mean, we've got Katana, we've now got Ray Palmer. Yikes! This is going to be awesome. I cannot wait. So, I'm absolutely excited. You know, so Brandon, well done. Welcome to the Arrow family. I'm sure you'll do a damn good job. Can't wait. Cannot wait to see how it all unfolds. So yeah. Anyway, just a quick tidbit, because I know I didn't mention this in my video that I did on Saturday. But obviously DC and Warner's particularly, have rumoured to brought out a huge slate of DC Comics films between 2016 and 2018, well 2019 anyway. And we're talking obviously Batman vs Superman 2016, along with a Wonder Woman solo film, a team up of Green Lantern and the Flash. Let's hope Grant Gustin is going to be in that. The Green Lantern, we don't know who it's going to be. It's not going to be Ryan Reynolds. They decided it's not going to be him again. Thank God. Then there's Shazam solo movie. Obviously Sandman solo movie is going to come out later on 2016, Christmas 2016. The Green Lantern Flash team up, I think, is for Christmas 2017. Shazam was also for 2017. And then 2018 we'll see the direct sequel to Man of Steel, aka Man of Steel 2. So even though Batman v Superman is coming after Man of Steel, and then you've got Justice League, 2018 should see the direct sequel to Man of Steel 2 itself. So fret not, Man of Steel fans, Superman will have his next solo outing hopefully in 2018. But the biggest news obviously was being that Batman, aka Ben Affleck, will eventually get his solo outing by 2019. Again, we don't know how much of this is true. Nikki Fenk was the one who released that information through her website. We don't know how true it all is. I'm sure we'll find out in Comic-Con itself. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention that anyway, because I know a lot of people were telling me about it over the weekend, and I did forget to talk about it over my big news that I spoke about over the week on Saturday. So yeah, I thought I'd get that out of the way anyway. But thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye!